The end of the 17th day of the first month is the anniversary of our Messiah's resurrection. The timing of this anniversary occurred in the early morning hours of this morning on YEHWEH's restored calendar. His Father rose him up out from the tomb after 3 days and 3 nights. The number 3 is very significant to the here and the now. The economies of the world and the powers that be therein have been positioning themselves for battle within a third currency war. This third currency war that is unfolding on the world scene is a time bomb that is leading up to World War III. The stage within this economic war has been being set for a long time now. However, things are now escalating in a big way. The first currency war led to Hitler's rise and to World War I. The second currency war led to the Great Depression and to World War II. The players in the currency war that is at hand are the scattered nations of Israel and all who oppose them. China and Russia are on the front lines of those who are being drawn into battle against the scattered nations of Israel. And the United States is the capital of the nations whom the scattered nations of Israel have been gathered into. Both sides of this conflict have been very busy positioning themselves so that they will come out on top of the financial war that is upon them. And much of the strategy of those whom our Creator is forcing into battle against the descendants of Israel is based on their replacing the dollar. China and Russia and other nations have been very deliberate in their efforts to make this come to pass. China has been stockpiling gold and other natural resources. They look upon their stockpiling of gold as being a military mission because they see that the only way to bring down the U.S. is to bring down the dollar. In trying to produce a countermeasure to their doing so, the United States has been busy devaluing the importance of the gold standard, or at least trying to. They have been busy printing money under the cover of what they call their quantitative easing stages 1, 2, and 3. QE3 is where the feds are inflating the economy with their printing of dollars through purchasing $40 billion in mortgage-backed securities per month. The number 40 in this, and they're doing so per month, is not a coincidence. The opposing side has been busy de-Americanizing the world's economies in order to set the stage for their financial Pearl Harbor attack on the United States. And their efforts are now coming to a head. Both sides have been setting up their countermeasures to what the other side has been doing, but the scattered nations of Israel and the dollar are coming up on the short side of this in their countermeasures. Therefore, they are positioning themselves on a military plane. They are now positioning themselves against China and Russia under the cover of setting up a defense against North Korea. The reality is, they are setting up for an offensive in what they know is heading their way. They are setting up for this theater because they understand what will happen when the toothpicks that are holding the dollar up are pulled out from under it. They understand that they will no longer control the world stage and all chaos will break loose. And China and Russia know that this financial attack on the U.S. will lead to a military attack because history reveals that it will. It did so in the first 2 world wars. Therefore, they are counter-preparing for this conflict as well. There are many people that see the economic Pearl Harbor that is about to explode upon America. There are even many who are busy trying to set up defense measures for this currency war within their own financial portfolios. I can assure you that buying gold or any other defense that you try to protect yourself with on a physical plane is not going to deliver you through what is about to come to pass upon you. Ezekiel 7 says, "Gird with sackcloth, fear will cover you, and shame will be upon your faces, and baldness upon all of your heads." You're going to be shown that you're naked and bald before our Creator's face. "You will cast your silver out, and your gold will be removed. Your silver and your gold will not be able to deliver you in the day of YEHWEH's wrath." There are even many that even are trying to set themselves up to be protected on a physical plane, not only financially through this, by storing up supplies and such, or preparing themselves to other defensive measures, or stocking up arms and things. None of this is going to help. There is only one defensive measure that you can hide behind, and this is to meet our Creator's requirement to have the water that you must be baptized under turned into His Son's shed blood. His requirement is for you to turn from your rebellion to His word. and let it accomplish in you what he sent it to accomplish, which is to make us and mold us in his image. He is going to rise up his temple and his son like he did his son after 3 days and 3 nights. He is going to do so to put an end to Q3 and World War III. His reference to 3 in this has been very significant in what he has revealed and restored in his timeline. There were the 3 30-day periods on one side of the scattering of my hair and the 3 30-day periods on the other that testified to his restoration of his 30-day month that most of you have rejected. You've rejected everything else that he's restored and revealed. This witness of the restoration of the 30-day month was detailed in the 3rd tier of the sign of Jonah. There is the first 3 years of the 3.5 years of him sending me to you walking naked that's been woven into this. And just like the 3rd financial war is getting ready to erupt into a 3rd world war, my 3 years of walking naked will soon be over. Turn from your rebellion to the Most High, or prepare to be consumed in his fury. Thus saith YEHWEH Elohim.